So today we have a very special guest with us. He graduated from the University of Windsor with a degree in human kinetics and honors in movement science. He has studied sports psychology and used these very strategies to develop his numerous workout and motivational programs. As a certified fitness consultant, he has helped numerous people harness the power of their minds and tune into their bodies to develop their dream physiques. Please help me welcome Scott Tousignant, the creator of the Metabolic Masterpiece program. A big Cougar welcome to you, Scott.
Thanks, and good job with the name, too. That's
practice that.
It usually gets butchered pretty good, so that was very good. Well, thanks for having me here, Stef. I've been a big fan of you. I've enjoyed following your journey. You've inspired the heck out of me, and I love what you got going on over at Cougar Fitness. So it's great to be sharing this journey together with you.
Thank you, and we're super honored to have you on today, and we really look forward to learning more about your program.
Excellent. All right, I'm ready to dive in and share some little tidbits of information and everything that has gone into creating it.
Great. So for people that don't know you that well, maybe we can start off with a little bit of background information on you. Were you always in such great shape, or has getting lean and putting on muscle sort of been a learning experience for you?
Well, it's always been a learning experience right from the beginning, and will always continue to be a learning experience from me. I'm just passionate about the subject. I've had a deep fascination with the human body and our ability to transform it and improve upon it for life, really. So I can always have a book in hand and something new that I'm reading, whether it's a new current book or some of the old school stuff from back in the day. So I'm always trying to educate myself on training and just anatomy, physiology, the human body. So always learning, but I grew up with an athletic background, into sports a lot, and I was just, I'm a lot like, I look at my son and we have a lot of the same features, the same frame and everything, and right now he's 10 and just a rail, just a toothpick, and I was always super, super lean all the way through grade school, high school. I graduated high school 123 pounds, so I was 19 years old and 123 pounds. I was at 5'7". I was just a complete toothpick. I had some muscle tone. I was into working out at the time, but I was the typical hard gainer. I had a very difficult time gaining muscle mass, or I thought I was a hard gainer. I just didn't really know the strategies at the time to help add muscle to my body. And when I realized I wasn't really truly a hard gainer was after getting married, having kids, and opening up my own health club and being stressed like crazy, and I ballooned up. I really got quite overweight, especially considering myself all my life being this scrawny little guy to all of a sudden being fat and having a belly that really sucked any ounce of confidence out of me. It was awful. It really was awful and a bummer. So I know what it's like to be a scrawny little runt, and I know what it's like to be overweight and just really upset with not happy with your physique. So that brought me up to a few years ago, really, when I decided to kind of nip things in the bud and take my health and fitness into my own hands, which really it had been all my life. And you'd think owning a health club and being in the fitness industry, I should have been on top of it, but it was insane. It was a tough time of my life, and now I'm loving it, loving every second of it.
Well, that's actually kind of nice, because I think you can relate to a lot of people since you've sort of been on both ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
So for people that want to gain muscle, you've been there, and then putting on some body fat, mainly from stress and probably sitting at a computer job all day long, and like a lot of us do. So that's nice that you can relate and
Absolutely.
kind of know the psychology of it all.
Absolutely. I know the emotional struggles that can go on in your head when you have a difficult time putting on muscle, and when like you're walking around with your girlfriend or your wife, and they've been telling everybody how muscular you are, and they're looking at, he's only 120 pounds. How can he's not that big? You're saying he's a muscular guy. So I mean, there was times in my life where I was really upset about being so thin and couldn't wait to put on muscle. And then Yeah, I can totally relate to how the impact, how excess fat can impact your life. Yeah, it's given me a very good perspective for sure.
That's one thing, and I think I was going to address this later, but in your journal, it was kind of like as you were writing each day how you were feeling and what you were thinking about, it really was kind of like you were delving into our minds and reading our thoughts, because that really was, how we think and process things on a daily basis. So I thought that was really cool.
Yeah. I mean, I struggle just like everyone else. It's a lot of work. It doesn't come easy to me whatsoever. I don't have any kind of genetic advantage over anyone else. I'm just an average guy, and I had an average physique. I'm just doing some extraordinary, above average things right now. I'm just making the most out of what I've got. But yeah, I've procrastinated with the best of them, and yeah, definitely. It's not easy. It's a lot of work, but yeah, I share the same kind of mental, emotional struggles and temptations as everybody else.
And yeah, and you have a family and you've got kids and they probably want snacks. And I know your wife, Angie, I think you said that she has a small portion of a snack food every day. Yes. And so, yes, you've definitely not lived in a sterile environment where everything was perfect for you. So
yeah,
that's good.
Yeah. In the past, like when I really struggled, I would ask her to hide stuff because she likes to have treats around, and she has incredible control. If she has that small little snack, a couple cookies, a small little chocolate bar in the morning, a little bowl of ice cream, she's great for the rest of the day. And if I see that, I would want to go crazy and have the whole thing. So there was a time where I really needed to ask her to hide that stuff. And now I exercise, I've gained a lot more control over those kind of cravings, temptations. I just crave the healthier stuff a lot more than the junk stuff right now. But it just doesn't mean I don't treat myself. I enjoy my treats. I don't find I need them every single day, so I'm not going to have them every single day. Whereas Angie really thrives off the small treats every day.
And just for people who don't know, Angie is completely ripped and has six-pack abs 365 days a year, so just a side note.
Anyway. I think that's a testament to this lifestyle for sure, because she's maintained those six-pack abs and for many years now, and she's had a C-section, had 2 kids, busy. She's got a busy lifestyle and still able to maintain that, and which is fantastic. So whenever she wants to get extremely ultra ripped and lean for a photo shoot, it only takes her a couple weeks. She could be ready. But yeah, it's her lifestyle. Her lifestyle is just fantastic, and she's been able to do that with a small treat every single day. You don't need to deprive yourself at all.
Well, that's really, really good news. So, absolutely. Yeah, that's great. So you have several programs on the market. I think the first time I think I heard of you was through your Fat Loss Quickie program, possibly, or it might have been part of the motivational audio program you had. Is that kind of how you got started?
Yeah, we had a few different programs. I think initially back in 2006, we had the Fit Chick, the Fit Bastard. Those were some good home workout programs, and then I got into the Unstoppable Fat Loss audio series, which really yeah, it was fantastic. I was all strictly focused on mindset, and I just picked the brains of people who I respected and trusted in the industry and asked them like their best mindset strategies, why they think people struggle with losing weight and achieving the body that they really know they deserve. And that turned out to be just an amazing audio series. And then we moved on to Fat Loss Quickie. And that was basically a lifestyle thing. We realized that we did not have the time to spend an hour in the gym back then. As our kids were really young, we're self-employed, and it was insane. So we're like, how can we get in great shape in the amount of time that we have? And so it was just quick, Fat Loss Quickies, just 10-minute quick home workouts and 10-minute cardio sessions hit right here in your home. We were doing it right in our home office. So we'd work, and then we'd say, all right, it's time for a quickie break, and we'd do our workout together here. Just be quick, done over with, and we felt great. And that kind of training, well, it was really unique from a lot of the other training out there because at its core, it was physique training. I was just taking a lot of my like kind of physique training background workouts and condensing them to 10 minutes, like no rest and cutting some of the exercise out. And it was great. It was really fun, and it got us in really good shape, but not quite the shape that that we had envisioned for ourselves. But it worked phenomenally, got us lean, and got us looking pretty darn good.
Well, and really, that was kind of cutting edge back then, because that's a lot of what people are doing these days is the high intensity weight training along with the high intensity cardio. So really you were on the leading edge with that program.
Yeah, definitely. We were one of the first quick programs like that out there, and especially one that had actually, I don't know any kind of quick 10-minute workout out there that has a physique training kind of component to it, where you're doing body part splits. And to me, that was the best way to kind of condense the workouts was, all right, in 10 minutes, I'm just going to totally blast my legs. And it's amazing what you can do in 10 minutes and without much rest at all, and just really carve them out. So yeah, there's nothing else out there like that for a quick, rapid workout. And it definitely served us well, and still serves many people out there very, very well. The people who are really seriously crazy busy. Everyone says they're busy. We all have busy lifestyles, but many of us can make that time to spend an hour in the gym. But there's some people who just would rather not, and Fat Loss Quickie is it caters to that audience who really doesn't want to make the time to spend an hour in the gym every day.
That's perfect. And also even for busy moms, maybe while their children are sleeping or, something like that. That's fantastic.
It really was. I think that was perfect. Because in a lot of our videos, you see our kids. Our kids are just so tiny coming in the picture. And it was easy for Angie to do while our kids could play around us, and you see us working out together. My daughter, when she was like 3, and doing some shoulder presses with me, and it was really cute. So it was great to be at home with the kids, and or if they are sleeping, it was very time efficient for sure.
And it's good for the kids to see that and have fun with it too, and kind of grow up thinking that fitness is fun and it's sort of a family activity. So yeah, I think that's great.
Absolutely. I love it. I love seeing when my daughter busts out some burpees for no reason at all in the middle of the playground.
That's cute.
Yeah.
So we had the Unstoppable Fat Loss, the Fit Chick, the Fit Bastard, the Fat Loss Quickie program. So what made you decide to go hardcore old school and design Metabolic Masterpiece? Because it's a great program, and it's just extensive.
Yeah. It feels right. This is the program where I just, all my passion. I was very passionate about everything, because like Fat Loss Quickie at the time was like, oh my God, we came across something that's perfect for our lifestyle, and I was super excited and passionate about that. But this just feels, it's right at the core of my being. It just resonates with me so much, doing these kind of Metabolic Masterpiece workouts, and it's been great to see the impact that it's had on Angie as well. I'd say the big turning point for me was when I was watching a video of one of my business mentors, and he was talking about living to your potential and how many people think they're doing great with their lives and everything's going well, and compared to everybody else, you're doing pretty good. But are you living to your potential? And for some reason, that day that I watched that video, it just really struck a chord with me. And it got me thinking, it wasn't even thinking about business at the time. This was a video that was designed for the purpose of business potential. And immediately everything going through my head was my physique. I'm like, damn it, I am not living to my fullest potential. I know I'm capable of so much more. And I always wanted more. I'd look at magazine covers and watching my favorite action heroes and going, man, I know I can achieve a body like that. And I really want a body like that. I just hadn't put in the time to do it and the kind of training in order to achieve physiques like that. So I knew I was ready to take things to the next level. And, I've always I've admired like the old school Vince Gironda, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Steve Reeves. I've been fascinated by all these guys, read all their books. And and it just seemed, it was time. It was time for me to get back into that old school kind of physique training that really focused on the details. I wanted to just sculpt, not just add some muscle and burn fat. I wanted to bring out all the fine details of my physique. I just wanted that finished, polished look that, I mean, I could pass for a fitness model if I wanted to be on the cover of a magazine. I wanted to have a body like that, and just to look like that. And I knew it just took more time in the gym, not extensive amounts of time, but I need to spend more than 10 minutes working out. I couldn't achieve the look that I desired with quick workouts. I need to spend a little more time in the gym and a little bit more time on each body part. And it paid off immediately.
Yeah, definitely.
It was pretty awesome.
Definitely. I like how you kind of use the analogy to putting a little bit more clay in one place or another at, where needed. And it's totally true, because through weightlifting, that's the one true way that we can really redesign our bodies. And it's amazing.
Exactly. It's incredible. It's incredible. And a lot of people really don't realize the true shape of their body, their muscle. And it wasn't until kind of the first stage of my journey where I was more focused on burning the fat off and revealing I really wanted to have the ripped six-pack abs. When I got to that level of leanness, I realized, oh man, I'm kind of lacking in chest development. I thought my chest was bigger than it was, but it just had some fat on it to make it look bigger. And I thought my shoulders were bigger than they were. But again, there was fat on there. So, in the initial phase, I guess part of my main goal was burning the fat off. And I also wanted to build my legs. I had been teased for years and years and years about having stick legs. And my coworkers, I used to work at an auto factory, and they'd hold up at the antenna from the car, just this tiny little thing. And go, oh, look, this antenna is bigger than your legs. And it got to me at that point. So I don't want to be the guy with the stick legs, and I knew I wanted to build my physique. And physique training is all about proportions and symmetry. And so I wanted to have all of that. And I knew it had to start with building my legs up. And then once I shed all the fat and I had bigger legs, I was like, wow, I need to build my chest and my shoulders a bit more. So then you just focus on those things. It's adding where you need it and stripping off where you need to strip it off. And it's fascinating. That's why I'm so fascinated with the human body. And I find that it's contagious. Like everyone else following the program as well, like they see the small little changes, and that feeds your desire for better, for more. Like, what can I do next? And you look at your physique with a critical eye, but it's more a positive outlook. You're not the negative critic going, oh my God, I'm fat, I gotta do something about myself. You're looking at your physique like, wow, I'm doing amazing. I got this beautiful physique here that I'm continuing to transform, and I can make it a little bit better if I carve out a little more detail here or add a little bit of shoulders, and it just enhances your physique overall. So you're looking at your physique with a critical eye, but an eye of beauty and a positive outlook on your physique.
Kind of a Michelangelo eye. So
Absolutely.
How did you come up with that theme? I mean, it's perfect.
The whole. I do. I look at our bodies as a work of art, and I look at training as an art form. And when I think of sculptures and the kind of look that I desired, it was a look of those classic Greek sculptures. Like, well, in the beginning, David, like Michelangelo carving out the statue of David. He was a little bit leaner than I would want to be, or smaller frame than I'd want. But looking at some of the Greek gods and everything, the statues that they were carved out, Adonis and Venus for the girls, and that fascinated me. So I started thinking, I'm treating this as art form, and some of those great artists who carved out those statues came from the Renaissance era, and so that's one of my first. Like my initial Metabolic Masterpiece program was like the quick workouts, rapid results, and I really got into this art kind of mindset. And the Renaissance phase was the next one, and that was inspired. Since the Renaissance phase was all those great classic artists, I wanted to to kind of reference a lot of the great classic bodybuilders, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Vince Guarana, Steve Reeves. So I kind of took some of their favorite little protocols and incorporated them into my training. So they were inspired by some of those classic greats. And then the modern art phase was inspired by some of my modern idols and role models like Tom Venuto. And then I got into the Greek goddess and god program and Herculean hypertrophy. I love the whole theme of just that, the classic art and the Roman Greek sculptures. And I don't know, it just re-emphasized, it kind of put me in the mindset of a sculptor as an artist, basically. So naming the programs like that just kind of reinforced the mindset that I already had.
No, it totally makes sense. And I like that you have, within your program, you have different programs that emphasize different things, like one for girls, I think it's girl empowered, or the goddess program. And then you have some more like full body type of workouts. Can you explain a little bit more? It seems like you have many programs within your program. How would we know where to start, what to pick? What about different levels for beginners and advanced?
Yeah, definitely for the beginner level, there are a couple 3-day per week programs. There's a few 3-day per week programs. Some of them focus on full body. Some of them are a couple body parts per day. But those are kind of designed for the beginner physique artist who is intrigued by the idea of sculpting their body into the most aesthetically pleasing physique possible, but they're not quite ready for the intermediate advanced levels. So like full body blitz, girl empowered, those are two. I know there's another one that's kind of designed for the beginner phase as well. And then a slight step up from there would be the quick workouts, rapid results, that has Metabolic Maverick, Pyramid Pandemonium, Rock That Body, and those are all great programs. I find that's probably where the majority of people start, who are still kind of fairly new to the whole physique training, have some experience in the gym, but still need to build that solid foundation. Right. And that's where I started. Like, I did those programs as well. Angie started with full body blitz, girl empowered, then moved into the quick workouts, rapid results, and then on to Greek goddess. And so when you get to Greek goddess program, the Herculean hypertrophy, primetime pump, ripped revolution, school of shred, those are all, initially I designed them for myself as 5-day full body split routines. But I also have 4-day versions and 3-day versions of many of them now as well, for the people who don't want to train 5 days per week. And then there's a whole modern art phase and Renaissance phase. There's just a bunch of different workouts. And the main thing is, like, I like to build a relationship with my customers, the people who are following the program. So I help them pick the program that best suits them. I don't want them kind of guessing what I should do. Although I do say for most beginners, I know exactly where they're going to start. And anyone who's advanced should be starting with the Greek goddess program right off the bat.
Great. So probably some of the workouts can be done at home. And then as you advance, maybe you probably have to join a gym at some point to get more of the 4 and 5 day splits into your workout. Yeah,
mainly overall, the program really was designed to be used in a gym setting. We have other home workout programs like the Fat Loss Quickie. Angie's got sizzling circuits. I forget. She's got a few other home workout programs that are just geared towards that. But mainly the Metabolic Masterpiece program was designed to be used in a gym setting or a very well-equipped home gym. So if you have a decent gym with some dumbbells, some barbells, and some sort of cable pulley system, you're going to be more than set. Even if you need to come up with some alternate exercises for some of them, it's doable as long as you have those basics. And by cable system, some people just have like a tower with weights that you can do like pull downs or press downs or rows from. And other people have a complete multi-gym, which is fantastic, in addition to dumbbells and barbells. But you need to have a pretty well-equipped home gym in order to use this program. The quick workouts, rapid results, you could get away with a home gym a little bit easier, better. But basically everything else, I highly recommend a gym setting for that.
Basically, to do the sculpting, it's best that it be done in the workshop, as in the gym.
Yes, yeah. And there's something about, I spent years working out at home, and it's very easy to be distracted. If a phone rings, or the kids are around, or someone comes knocking at the door, it's very easy to get distracted from your workout. Whereas I go to the gym, it's like flipping a switch. I'm in focus mode. I want to get this job done and do it right. And if you look at it from an artist perspective, a gym has more tools for you to use in order to sculpt your physique. So the more tools you have, the better, for sure.
True. So when you're at the gym, would you say, do you have to spend 5 hours a day in the gym to look like you, or is it a little bit quicker?
10 hours a day, all day. You got to live in the gym. On average, at the point I'm at right now, doing 5-day body part splits for the intermediate advanced trainee, you're looking at about an hour, 60 minutes. Some workouts might, depending on if you're taking your time between sets, up to 75 minutes. That's warm up and everything included. But most of the workouts are about 60 minutes, 5 to 4 days per week, 4 to 5 days. Mm-hmm. The quick workouts, rapid results, are 30 minutes. Full body blitz, girl empowered, those are 30 minutes. So there's a good chunk, at least 5 to 6 workouts that are about 30 minutes in length, and the rest are about 60 minutes in length. And depending on your lifestyle, your goals, there's 3-day splits, 4-day splits, and 5-day splits. So you don't have to be in the gym 5 days a week, but many people are finding they're ready for it. They want that change. They want the extra little focus, and they are rewarded for it by jumping up to that level. So yeah, it's like 5 hours a week is all you need, and
that's doable. And if you're dedicated to transforming your body, I think that's time that you would want to put into that anyway. It's not really asking a lot. I mean, you spend more than an hour a day just eating your meals. Mm-hmm. So it's really doable.
Yeah, absolutely. And this whole program, this whole mindset is to live to your potential. You want to be the best that you can be. That's time well spent. It's investment in you. It's about becoming the best that you can be. So if that's what it takes is an hour in the gym 5 days a week, man, God, it's not even a sacrifice. And to me, I love it. I want that time. And that's what I'm finding from a lot of the Metabolic Masterpiece physique artists. They have a great desire to make it into the gym now. Even the ones who really weren't into it before, their mindset has shifted, and it's time it's their time that they have in there. It's their little piece of serenity when they get in there, and they can kind of get in tune with themselves, kind of block out all the day's distractions, and they walk out of there exhausted from the workout, but feeling re-energized and ready to take on the rest of the day.
That's a good point. I think that people will start to sort of own the program as their own thing, and it's going to be something that they look forward to and helps them relax, and it'll become a special part of their day.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So we've got the workouts and we've got all the physical parts of it. How much of a role does the diet play into it?
Yeah, I mean, the diet is key. You can't, as I learned in the few months kind of leading up to this transition to Metabolic Masterpiece, I was in the gym, I was working out hard, but my diet wasn't in check. That's where I was really procrastinating a lot. And I'd go really well for 2 days, 3 days, and then just kind of fall off. And I'm like, damn it, what am I doing? And so you really can't carve out your best physique possible unless you're really focused on the diet as well. Whether your goal is to burn fat or build muscle, what you eat, how you eat, is really it's critically important to the results that you're going to get. They go completely hand in hand. You can't have one without the other. You can't. If you're trying to lose weight just through nutrition, yeah, you'll lose the weight, but what will your body look like? And if you try to just work out, but you're not focused on nutrition. Yeah, you may gain some muscle, but are you really, if you don't have your nutrition in check, you're not going to be able to completely get the best transformation that you possibly can. So nutrition is a huge component to the success that you'll have with the Metabolic Masterpiece program. And there is a good nutrition component to this book as well.
So in the nutrition component, is it something where you have to start off just cold turkey and you're completely strict from day one and you never have fun again for the next 12 weeks, or how does that work?
Everyone is completely different and unique. Some people are built really well where they can go hardcore for 12 weeks. They can right out the gates, give me the plan, tell me exactly what to do, exactly what to eat, and I will do it and with great success. I mean, they just need that structure. They need to go hardcore all out from the beginning. I was trying to do that, and that's why I kept falling off. I'd do great for 3 days and then fall off, and that's when I realized I've got to take more of a progressive approach to nutrition. So I just basically started eating less in the beginning. I'm like, all right, this is what I'm eating. It's time to just cut back a little bit and just kind of slow down on the treats and the junk. And then each week, just try to do a little bit better, and build from there. And then I was finally at the point where I'm like, all right, now that I've kind of mastered the fundamentals, I'm able to eat less. I don't feel stressed about eating less and my diet. I was ready to take it to the next level, and that's where I really dialed in my nutrition, and it paid off. So it's a matter of being ready, being at that point. So I always focus on progress, and then when you are ready, you can go pretty hardcore. And I teach people how to do that as well, and getting right down to the calories and how to time everything in order to get the best results possible.
Well, that's one of the cool things too about your Metabolic Masterpiece program is that you include your daily journal with all the foods that you ate. So that's really nice, because I think a lot of times people, kind of know what to eat, or people tell them, eat chicken and broccoli, but they don't really know how to put all that together. So you kind of take the mystery out of it for us.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's been interesting to kind of reflect back on that initial 84 days that I followed the program, which was about a year ago from now. It's been an awesome journey this past year, and when I see what my nutrition was like during that 84 days and how I was able to progress with that type of eating, it's pretty awesome. And then I compare it to now, where I've kind of gained that momentum. It comes so natural to me right now to eat incredibly well, and I'm so well in tuned with what I'm eating that it's just so much easier for me. And when I look at how I dialed in for this last photo shoot, the last 33 days, it's a bit different than what I was doing a year ago. It's just a little bit more fine tuned. But yeah, once again, it's everything's laid out. You get to see exactly what I ate, exactly what Angie ate. She's got her 33-day dessert diet in there that people can check out and see how she ate. And they can also check out my the 33 days to a picture-perfect physique, the last final little stretch there that I did. Plus, we also have meal plans as part of our upgraded package. People can get access to they can basically take all the guesswork out of their nutrition, and once they know how many calories they should be consuming, just pick the nutrition program that suits that caloric guideline, and you're good to go.
So that's good, because there's no guesswork, like you said, and then you can pretty much eat normal foods that you can prepare yourself at home, right? I mean, there's no prepackaged stuff you have to order and crazy expensive, weird, supplements and things that you have to take, right?
Right. Oh no, it's so straightforward, so easy. Actually, today I'm recording my entire day of nutrition on video just to show people how easy it is, a typical day for me. And it's all planned in advance. I believe planning and tracking is a huge key to success. So already we're getting close to noon here, my time. And so for breakfast, I had some protein crepes, so just some egg whites and a scoop of protein powder and some cinnamon. Blend it all up and cook it up. Takes only a couple minutes to prepare that. My second meal was tuna. I had a can of tuna, I had a little bit of salsa, and an ounce of cheddar cheese, melted it in the microwave. Delicious little snack treat. Next meal will be a protein pancake with oats and egg whites. And then post-workout shake, some Greek yogurt, some berries, and a scoop of protein powder. We're having salmon and veggies for dinner. And I'll have 3 whole eggs and salsa before I go to bed. So it's all pretty. I mean, those are foods that are readily available, quick to make. I mean, prep time for all this stuff is like 2 minutes at most. And some of it is very portable as well. So at work, it's very easy to bring this stuff along with you. So yeah, it's quick and easy to eat like this for sure.
That's great. And yeah, being portable is important because a lot of people do have to prepare things in advance and take them with them. But it's not hard. Once you get into the swing of things, it actually becomes almost mindless and pretty easy.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm a bit of a creature of habit, and it really is mindless for me to prepare all this. And when you have a set plan, a set schedule, I mean, it's easy. It's easy to follow. You just follow the routine and you're good to go. There's no stressing over everything. It's so much easier. And the best part is you know exactly what you're consuming. You follow this plan, you know you're going to lose weight. It's like a guarantee. So I would rather not guess and have everything set in stone in place and know that I'm going to succeed if I stick to that plan.
That's awesome. And I like the fact that you have meal plans too that you can get with your program. I think that's great.
Yeah.
So, changing subjects a little bit, can you tell us a little more about the Attract formula?
Yeah, that was something that, I just started piecing everything together, the main components of a successful physique transformation. When I was looking at everyone else who was achieving these phenomenal, fantastic physiques, what were some of the key characteristics that made up part of their success? And number one, the A in Attract is art and viewing your training as an art form. And Sean Phillips, one of my favorite role models who I idolized since I was in my early 20s, and just his physique inspired the heck out of me. He told me training is less science than art. Be the artist. And so I really believe that to treat your training, you need to treat your training as an art form and your body as a work of art. The first T in Attract is the training protocol itself. There's a lot of programs out there that'll focus on one training protocol. It's like all supersets. It's all strength training. It's all HIIT or intervals. And they just stick on one formula and say, this is the greatest thing ever since sliced bread. Follow this program. When there's so many, I think you're just really limiting yourself when you stick to just one kind of training protocol. I like all my workouts to incorporate a variety of training protocol. I just find that's the greatest way to kind of stimulate every ounce of muscle fiber in your body and to bring up the best detail and shape to your physique. So incorporating stuff like supersets, straight sets, pyramids, 8 sets of 8, drop sets, and God, there's just so many. So I love incorporating a variety of training into each individual workout. The next T is, I think it's rest, timing of your rest period. So a lot of people will stick with just 30 seconds rest, 15 seconds rest, or 2 minutes rest, and they're stuck in that same kind of rut. And I will just vary that rep range, the rest periods, and have some exercises where there's very little rest and some exercises where there's more rest. And that goes hand in hand with the rep ranges, the R in the Attract formula, where you're varying that rep range. Sometimes you're going to do 3 to 5 reps. Sometimes you do 8 to 10, and other times you'll do 12 to 15, and sometimes even 20 reps. And I really believe in kind of hitting all those different rep ranges to get the most out of your physique. geez, I forget what letter I'm on right now, but
Okay.
there's C would be concentration, just that focus and intensity within your workout, just really having that mind-body connection, making the most out of every rep of every set, and just having that, just going there with ultimate purpose in mind. And then tracking is the last T. I definitely believe in tracking your results through nutrition, tracking your progress in the gym. Just tracking is such a key to your success. I think I hit everything, but I may have missed a letter there. But yeah, it's the track formula is based on all those key components there.
No, I like that because, like you said, mixing things up so you pretty much keep your body guessing so it keeps responding to what you're doing. I think that's probably part of why you've been so successful with your own physique.
And it's fun. It's nice. It makes the workouts a little more enjoyable when you've got that variety within each workout. I think it keeps the workouts exciting, and then knowing every 4 weeks it's going to change, that excites me as well. Just I always have something new to strive for. I know it's never going to get boring and bland, but I really like to follow a certain structure for 4 weeks to see how my body responds to that kind of training protocol.
You did mention that that's important to give it a chance for a while to see your results.
Yeah.
I noticed that you've done a lot of studying of sports psychology, and it's kind of an underlying theme in a lot of your programs, the mind-body connection. I know this is powerful. How have you incorporated that into your Metabolic Masterpiece formula?
Absolutely. I mean, that was one of the sports psychologists, one of my favorite components of my kinesiology degree. Really fascinating stuff. And since then, I've continued to study like Olympic athletes and pro athletes and just the mind, the power of the mind. It's huge. It's absolutely tremendous. If you want to be the most successful that you can be in anything, really you've got to, your mindset is critical to that success. And when it comes to the mind-body connection, it's all day. It's in everything. It's awareness, really. And that, to me, physique training, this physique lifestyle is all about this heightened level of awareness. When you're in the gym, it's how your body is responding to each and every rep. And for me, like the mindset really begins actually before I even step foot in the gym. I kind of I'll review my workout for the day, what program I'm on. Today, for example, is leg day, so I'll look at the workout. I'll know everything that I have to do, and I have written down the weight that I lifted the last time. So I'll kind of have it in my head. I've got to try to beat that weight, and I kind of psych myself up and try to visualize myself cranking out an extra rep or adding that weight, and just kind of really psych myself up as I get in the gym. And a lot of times I'll throw my headphones on while I'm in the car and just have my favorite music playing, kind of psych myself up. And as soon as I walk through that gym door, it's like a switch flips on my head, and I'm like super ultra focused. Don't even try to distract me. I don't see you, kind of thing. Right. I might look like a jerk or whatever, but it's focus. It's just, I'm there for a reason, for a purpose. It's not to socialize. It's to better my physique. I'll socialize after my workout, but not right now. I'm in there with an intense purpose, and during my warm-up and everything, I'm just trying to get more in tune with my body, just feeling that blood flowing, feeling the contractions, and then it's all like in between sets, between every sets, I'm just trying to psych myself up in my head, just visualizing the perfect rep and really feeling every contraction, just really being in tune with my physique and blocking everything else out, and just making the most out of it. It's just an intense focus. Just giving every rep everything that I've got, and then it doesn't stop there. It's like after the workout, I'm already preparing. All right, I know what I did right now. What can I do to better myself next week? And I'll write little notes down about areas that I know I can improve upon. I may have did great with something with one of the exercises, and I know that I can do a little bit better next week. I'll just kind of jot little ways that I can improve from week to week. And then the awareness with nutrition as well. I'm very aware of how my body responds to certain foods, to certain just amounts of food. I know how I feel if I have something I'm not supposed to have that a bit of a guilty feeling, maybe, but more or less like I don't want to feel bloated. I can't stand my stomach feeling puffed out or stuffed or full. And I notice how certain foods make me feel sluggish afterwards, and other foods completely energize me. So it's just this heightened awareness and connection between my mind and body. But we're receiving so much feedback all day long. We just need to pay attention to our bodies and act upon it, because it's telling us, hey, when you feel a burst of energy, it's like, keep giving me this stuff. This is rocking. Right. It's excellent. And when you feel just energized and a great zest for life, it's your body's way of rewarding you for fueling it with the right stuff and for keeping yourself active and keeping that blood pumping.
So basically it's the physique artist lifestyle, listening to your body, being in tune, giving it more of what it likes and what it responds well to, and not doing things that are detrimental or cause bloating or, cause injury.
Right. Absolutely. It really is. When you think of the physique artist lifestyle, it's everything that you're doing. And to me, it's taking great pride in all those things, because a lot of people they dread working out. They dread being on some kind of diet. It's all this hard work, deprivation, just they attach these negative emotions to it. Whereas like physique artists with this lifestyle, you take pride in everything. You take pride in your training, in your nutrition, in your health. You just take pride in everything that you do, and it's just a great appreciation for the capabilities that you have. And that's really, it really kind of sums it up nicely there. It's a pride thing of everything that you're doing to live to your fullest potential.
I like that, because like you said, it's not so much about deprivation and dieting. It's more about enjoying the journey as part of your lifestyle and appreciating your progress and your results and the healthy feelings that you get.
Exactly. Yeah, you can find joy. As tough as it is to deal with a low-calorie diet when you're trying to lose weight, it's not easy. You can find some enjoyment in it when you're really looking at the big picture, and you take pride, like, holy smokes, I'm doing this for a reason, and every day you have a reason to celebrate. Every meal that you successfully eat healthy stuff, it's like, right on, you're doing great. It's just you have so many reasons to celebrate each and every day. But some people just focus on, oh my God, I'm starving myself. Oh my God, I'm hungry right now. Whereas a physique artist looks at the positive out of it and celebrates every moment. There's so many opportunities for victory throughout the day. And you got to take advantage of those and really celebrate it, really embrace it. And within our community, they have no fear about sharing those small victories each and every day. And that's what I really like, because it's those small victories that add up.
Well, speaking of your community, where can people connect with other people who are doing the Metabolic Masterpiece program?
Yeah, it's for customers only. So once they gain access to the program, they'll receive a link to become a part of that community. And some people they'll go on there and they kind of read through and they get inspired just by reading other people's stories. And I don't hear from them. But they still like to be around. And other people, just communities isn't for them. But for the people who have been incredibly successful with the program, they're the ones that are in there asking me questions, gaining insights from other people who have been going through the program already, just asking us. We're there to support them every step of the way. And that's Angie and I really, we take pride in that. We want to see people succeed. We want to do everything within our power to help people succeed on our programs. And I love I feed off of everyone else's energies just as much as they feed off of mine. When I see their transformations or I hear how they just had a great workout, it inspires me to go and do my very best as well. So it's a great community full of excellent, really nice people who are just trying to help each other out and learn from each other along this journey. So it's fantastic.
Yeah, that's very important to mingle with like-minded people and people that share your fitness goals and kind of your mindset. And it seems like you and Angie are very hands-on. So, when someone purchases your program, it's not like they're going to be just left out there and, not be able to contact anyone with questions, so it's
Right.
great. You've got all of those factors in place, including the all-important support.
Yeah.
So now that we're all excited about your Metabolic Masterpiece program, and we are very eager to start, how do we order it? How long does it take to get to our house? How fast can we get started?
Well, it's on the Metabolic Masterpiece website. I'm sure below the video you can include a link to it, metabolicmasterpiece.com. But yeah, so on the webpage, you can kind of read the whole background, read a little bit more detail about the Attract formula, see some pictures of Angie and I and how we've progressed over time, see some pictures of other people who are following the program and experiencing some great success with it, learn a little bit more about the details that are involved within the program. And then there's a simple add to cart button or buy now button that you click on. And that would take you to a secure order form. And once you purchase the program, it's instant access. It's not a physical product. There's nothing that's going to be sent to your door. There's no DVDs or CDs or physical books. Everything is in PDF format. So if you have Adobe Acrobat, you're going to be using that to read through the material. You'll have all your workout journals in PDF format, the meal plans, all that stuff is in PDF format. There's some fantastic motivational audios. We discussed the Unstoppable Fat Loss audio series. There's 21 just incredibly inspirational audios in there, kind of guiding you through the mindset process, what's holding you back and what you can do to kind of gain that unstoppable attitude and mindset so nothing will get in the way of you achieving the body that you deserve. And so those are an MP3 format. You can just download it onto your iPod MP3 player. And I love going out for walks and listening to those audios, or if you're doing any other kind of cardio, it makes time go by a lot faster. Videos, there's exercise demonstration videos. Those are all online on a web page where they can view each individual exercise to make sure they're doing the form properly. And just kind of learn the basics, make sure they understand what exercises they're supposed to be doing. So, and then the online community is there as well. So it's an online product, and got my full support. I'm there for you every step of the way, and it's all about just sculpting your most aesthetically pleasing physique possible, and just living to your fullest potential and enjoying this process. Just taking great pride in the process and finding the beauty in your physique and becoming fascinated with your ability to continue to transform.
Yeah, it's a fantastic program. It really has all the aspects in there. It's foolproof. I mean, really, you have, the journals, the menus, the workouts, the videos, the motivational audios, the forum. It has every aspect that you need to be completely successful and bring out the best in your physique and get your dream body. So, we can connect with you also on Facebook and on your blog and on the Metabolic Masterpiece website. We also hear that you have a very big goal you're going for now in October. So what's that all about?
Absolutely. It's incredibly exciting. Something I never, ever dreamed of doing, and that is entering a bodybuilding contest. That never, ever appealed to me. I loved the idea of photo shoots like yourself. That was perfect for setting a goal, having something to strive for. It was an event. That was setting a date. All right, we're going to book this photo shoot. We'll pay for the photographer in advance. This is the date and time. I've got to look my best at that time. So having the photo shoot was a great way to capture my body as a work of art and view it as a work of art. Just seeing some pictures of myself and just really seeing the beauty in my physique. And I just got to the point where I'm like, wow, I'm like really just even more pride with my physique and the work of art that I have, that I'm willing to step outside of my comfort zone and place my physique on stage for everyone else to see there and to be judged and critiqued by others. And it scares me. I'm scared, but it excites me at the same time. It just seems like the next logical step, and here I am. I'll be 37 at the time that I'm doing that. And man, to not ever think about that in my 20s and earlier. I never thought I'd be thinking of it at this time of my life. But it's very, very exciting. I'm in it to win it. And, I'll be competing in the lightweight division. I'm not a big guy, so I'm looking to take that prize. And actually I got 2 contests in October that I'll do. One on October 6th and one on the 27th. And who knows where I'll go from there. But it's just, this is a journey of continuous progress and stepping outside of your comfort zones to seeing what living to your potential. So this is just the next step, and we'll see what goes from there. But I'm very, very excited for it.
Well, great. We'll be rooting for you, and we'll be watching for those shows to come up. And yeah, that's great what you said about moving outside your comfort zone. So we really like that you lead by example.
Thanks.
It's fantastic.
And it just adds to the learning experience as well, because now this month I'm meeting with a posing coach, and it's just a whole new aspects, whole new components of just fitness and your physique and training. It opens up new doors and new opportunities, I guess. So it's a continuous journey, and yeah, I love leading by example, and glad to hear that my example inspires others.
Absolutely. And once again, we really, really appreciate you meeting with us today, taking time out of your schedule to go over your program. It's an amazing program. Everybody should own it. So I'll definitely post some more links on my site. I have some now and some links underneath this video. And everyone can get started right away. So thank you so much again, Scott, for meeting with us today.
Thanks for having me here, Stef. I look forward to grilling you next time and just sharing more tidbits of information.
Sounds great. Thank you so much.
All right. Have a great day.
You too.